What if behavior is not the problem in autism? What if what we're seeing on the outside is not the issue at all? I want to share a story with you. There was a young man named Alex. At 16 years old, he was knocking over desks at school. His behaviors had escalated to the point where his parents were being called in and told he was going to be removed. He needed a different placement, and from the outside, it looked like aggression. It looked like a behavioral problem, but that was not what was actually happening. Alex was trapped. He was cognitively intact, fully aware, understanding far more than people realized, but living in a body that did not cooperate with his brain. He could not express his thoughts. He could not show his intelligence. He was being underestimated, dismissed, and misunderstood every single day. Imagine what that feels like, to know and not be able to say, to understand and not be seen, to be surrounded by people who are completely misreading you. That is not a behavioral issue, that is a communication crisis. His mother found spelling as a form of communication. And over the next few months, as Alex learned how to use the letterboard, as he developed the motor control to connect his thoughts to expression, everything changed. His behaviors disappeared, not because they were managed, but because they were no longer needed. Because what we were calling behavior was actually communication. And this is what I have come to understand over and over again. Behavior is not the problem. The problem is whether we are presuming competence or not. Because when we assume someone does not understand, we treat them differently. We limit them, we speak over them, we don't look for a way in. But when we begin to presume competence, everything shifts. We start to listen differently, we start to look deeper, we start to create pathways for communication. So if you're a parent or a caregiver and you are facing behaviors that feel overwhelming, I want to offer you a different lens. What if this is not something to control, but something to understand? Because underneath behavior, there's always something trying to be expressed. I'd love to hear your experience in the comments or what this brings up for you. There is great hope for your child, even if he has been labeled severe autism. I really want you to think about communication for your child because that is the key to really eliminating the behaviors.